Now in this class we will study about the second part of the endocrine system, second part of the endocrine glands, and that part is adolescence. Growth after birth can be divided into three stages. First one is infancy, second is childhood, and third is adolescence. Infancy, the first 2 years of the baby life, in a phase of very rapid growth. This is when a baby learns to sit, stand, walk and speak. That stage is called infancy. And then the next 10 years, that is called childhood. Childhood are marked by steady physical and mental growth. The second phase of rapid growth occurs between 13 and 18 years of age. In this phase called adolescence, an individual becomes sexually mature or capable of reproducing. The age of attaining puberty varies from person to person. Generally, girls attain puberty between 11 and 13 years, while boys attain puberty around 13 to 14 years. Now, what are the changes which are seen in boys and girls when they attain puberty? In girls, puberty is marked by the onset of menstruation and external physical changes like the enlargement of breasts, growth of hair in the armpits and the pubic regions, area between the abdomen and the thighs, and the widening of the pelvic girdle, that is called hip bones. Increased fat deposition occurs over the hips and thighs. The uterus also grows in size during this phase, and the other reproductive organs mature as well. These changes takes place under the influence of progesterone and estrogen. These two hormones mainly released in girls during puberty. First one is progesterone and second one is estrogen. And in boys, the corresponding changes are the growth of hairs in the pubic region and armpit and the face, and the deepening of the voice due to enlargement of larynx. In addition, the shoulders widen and there is an increase in muscle mass. The penis and scrotum enlarge and sperms are produced by the testes. These changes influenced by the hormone called testosterone. Adolescence, however, is not only about the attainment of the sexual maturity, increase in height and weight and the development of secondary sexual characteristics. It is also about tremendous emotional and intellectual growth. Together with the pressure of growing up or becoming more socially responsible and independent, often create emotional turbulence. In adolescence, these may feel insecure. These are the characteristics of adolescence. They may feel insecure, angry, rebellious, sad, boisterously happy, restlessness, and so on. Intellectually, a growing adolescent become more and more capable of analyzing, reasoning, putting things together and drawing conclusions. So these all are the characteristics of an adolescence. Now, personal hygiene, the another topic is there. Puberty, I said puberty, when a person becomes sexually mature, that stage is called puberty. Puberty bring about changes in the body which may cause some problems. For example, body odor. Good hygiene can help combat some of these problems. We need to keep our body as well as our surrounding neat and clean. So first, our skin contains sebaceous gland. Sebaceous gland produce sebum, and sebum help to keep hair and skin moisturized. During puberty, During this stage of puberty, the sebaceous glands become more active and secrete more sebum. Excessive sebum makes the hair oily and contributes to acne formation, or if the pores of the skin become closed with sebum and dirt. For that we have to wash our face with warm water and mild cleaner or soap at least once a day to prevent acne formation. Shampooing your hairs every other day can help keep oil to a minimum. Bacterial infection can cause pimples. Do not squeeze. Doing so can spread the infection to other areas of the skin and also produce scars. Next one, dandruff. Dandruff can be developed due to dryness of the scalp or an infection. If you have dandruff, pay more attention to keeping your hair and scalp clean. You can use a medicated shampoo. If this does not help, see a doctor. Facial hair begin to grow in boys at the onset of puberty. Some boys may wish to grow a mustache or a beard, while others prefer to be clean shaven. Use a clean and sharp blade in your razor and use a shaving cream or gel to avoid nicks and cuts while shaving. Menstruation can be difficult time for many girls. Use of a sanitary napkin to soak up menstrual blood. Change the napkin periodically to prevent bacterial growth and foul smell. Hormonal changes during puberty increase the activity of sweat gland and change the chemical composition of sweat. Bacteria grow on sweat and can produce a foul odor. Take a bath with mild soap every day to wash off sweat and bacteria that leads to body odor. You can also use a deodorant to prevent underarm odor. Wear clean clothes and change your undergarments every day to avoid body odor. Keep your feet clean and wear clean socks. Dirty socks can cause disease and smelly feet. The next topic with us, that is stress management. Adolescents can be under stress due to problem or pressure at school, problems with friends, concern over their changing bodies, negative feelings about themselves, or problems at home. The human response to stress by activating the sympathetic nervous system and releasing specific hormones such as adrenaline. Prolonged stress can cause various health problems such as hypertension, indigestion, headache, and insomnia, that is called sleeping sickness or sleeplessness. So how we have to manage our stress? I am going to explain 10 points for that. First, eat and sleep at regular time. Lack of sleep and sleeping at irregular hours can tire us easily, stop us from concentrating on work, and make us feel dull and irritable. Second, eat a balanced diet. Third, exercise regularly. Yoga, skipping, running, jogging, cycling, swimming, these all things are required for proper fitness. If regular exercise is a must for good health, so is adequate rest and relaxation. Exercise as well as relaxation and rest are equally important for us. So we have to do activities such as playing musical instruments, listening to music, painting, and reading help us to relax. Do not watch television for too long, or do not spend too much time on the internet or mobile phones. Write down the things that are bothering you and talk to a friend or family members. Expressing your joys sorrows, or angers can help to reduce stress. If you have a pet, spend time with it. Learn ways to relax your body and mind through breathing. Breathing exercise is very good to relax our mind. Muscle relaxation exercises, yoga, meditation, these all things relax our muscles. Learn the way to relax the body and mind. If you are feeling overwhelmed by a particular task, breaking it up into small, achievable tasks may help to cope with the problems. And at the last, always think positive. Think positively about yourself. So you have to prepare this lesson. The endocrine system we have already done in the previous part, that also you have to watch, and now these topics are also covered, so you have to revise it again. Thank you.